go over the straightest of straight lines, if that makes any sense. And it doesn't make any sense, so don't worry. Hello everyone, welcome back to another screencast. This one's on graphs, straight line graphs in particular, and we're looking at graphs that do not have gradient values. This should be easy, just stick with me. Some people can find it a little bit confusing, but I promise you by the time you're finished here, you will know it really, really well. So let's go over what is a straight line graph. We've done this many times. Straight line graphs are known as linear graphs. The equation we normally use is y equals mx plus c. Here's an example. We often use tables, and today a table would be really, really beneficial. So just write out a table each time, and it'll really, really help you moving forward. So let's give an example. So here we go. Here is our normal one. And just remember that the number attached to the x, the m value, is the gradient value. And the other number, which is c here, is the letter c, the number that's in that and representing that or being substituted in there, is where the y-interceptor happens. Now there is an example where we're going to have actually the x-interceptor happening. We're going to go over that. But remember this one here, it's got a gradient value of 2. It starts at 1. So we'd put a little mark there. We'd go out 1 and up 2. And then we'd draw our line through those 2 points. Can we see here that this one has a gradient value of 2? On these particular straight line graphs we're going to do, we won't have a gradient value. Our value is just 3. So let's have a think about that. That means that the line is going to cut through the y axis at 3, and it's going to have no gradient value. What that means is no matter what my x value is, my y value will always be 3. So let's have a think about that now. Let's start with minus 5 on the x, and we're going to go up to 3. We'll put a point. We'll go minus 4, and we'll go up to 3. Put a point. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, the one I've already done, 1, 2, so forth and so on, all the way through. So it doesn't matter what my x value is, my y value will always be 3. So we draw a line straight through there. Now, that's really, really simple, but where people sometimes go wrong is they draw the wrong line. Just remember, your y value is always going to be 3 on this particular question, so therefore it's a straight line cutting the y-axis at 3. It's flat as a pancake. So let's have another go at this one. So my y value is always going to be minus 2. So I can have any x value minus 5, which would be along here, and minus 2, okay? Or I go right up to 5 minus 2. My y value will always be minus 2 no matter what my x value is. All right, so now we go the other way, okay? And this is where some people get confused. Don't be confused. This time my x value, no matter what my y value is, will always be 3. So let's think about this now. We've got an x value of 3 and a y value, so an x value of 3 and a y value of 1. An x value of 3 and a y value of 4. And what about an x value of 3 and a y value of minus 5? And there we go. We really do have all those points covered all the way through, so my x value will always be 3. Right, so give this one a go yourself. No idea what that was. Give this one a go yourself. Come back and see if you have got it correct. So remember, it doesn't matter what your y value is, your x value will always be minus 4. All right, so here we go. straight down like that. Your x value will always be -4. It doesn't matter what your y value is. And now it's time for the quiz. So very simply, you have to draw these two lines on the graph and put down the coordinates for where those 2 points meet, or those two lines, sorry, not points, meet. All right, good luck. Pause the video now, give it a go, and come back and see if you've got it correct. And there we go. Another one. I'm pinging off today. Another one there. Here we go. Let's draw those lines. So I've got y equals 3 and x equals -5. And at what point do they hit? Right there. And the coordinates there is -5, 3. All right, everyone, write a revision card on this. Keep it fresh in your mind. Hopefully you've done really, really well. If you haven't, just go back and watch the video again. I know that's absolute torture for some of us, but go back and watch it again, and I'm sure it will go in, and I'm sure you'll be acing these straight line graphs before you even know it. But as always, and I always struggle to get that out, it's been a pleasure helping you today, improving your maths.